Oh, sorry, I better turn off the TV. I've just got the tennis on. Roger Federer's won his match, and it's Australia Day. Hang on. Okay, it's going to be a short video. Um, there's a couple of things I want to cover in this video. Did a lot of thinking today. Today was Australia Day. I didn't get invited out anywhere, no parties. I spent it on my own. Got a couple of things I want to say. I don't want anyone to get too worried about my mental state at the moment, but yeah, it wasn't the best Australia Day. I don't usually get invites out, and today was no exception. I had an epiphany. I did a lot of thinking today. Well, that's one thing, and the other thing is there's something I've decided that people tell me I should do, but I don't think I could ever get myself to do. So I'll cover that first. People tell you you should, aim your target at things that you can get, which I guess is true in a sense. It makes a lot of sense. Don't aim above what you're capable of, or don't aim above what the maximum you can get. I get a lot of people telling me I should forget about meeting women. It's over. You get all these, you get all these people telling you these things, and they're well-meaning people. They understand what you're going through. They understand the situation you're in. People want you to go for things that you're capable of getting. It makes sense, but capable of getting something is one thing, and actually wanting to get that thing that you're then capable of is another. Now, question is, people tell me, oh, you should just approach girls who you're not attracted to, or who are very unattractive like you are, your female equivalent. And, a couple of guys have tried to introduce me to girls that have been, bigger, even bigger than the girls I went out with before. And, these girls are bordering on the land whale. The very obese woman. I mean, I'm not obese myself. I'm carrying a little extra kilos here and there, but I'm not extremely obese. And I don't want to have to go out with someone I'm not attracted to, and I don't want to even approach someone I'm not attracted to. Quite frankly, I'm not happy with the level I'm at. I can't do anything about it, obviously, because these are the genetics I was given, and I'm doing the best with them that I can at the moment. I'm not happy with the level I'm at. I'm not happy with the level I've got. And quite frankly, I wouldn't be happy with the level that I could get in terms of a female partner. So I'm not going to bother approaching these girls that people tell me to approach and go out with, because there's just no sexual attraction. And a lot of the times I find these girls are not mutually attracted to me in any case. So there's no point. At the end of the day, I would rather be single and be, and live the way that I'm living at the moment, rather than be in a relationship with a girl that, could squash me in the bed, or, I just have no physical attraction for, and the feeling's probably mutual. There's no point approaching girls like that. You may as well approach what you're attracted to and get shot down. Why on earth would you approach a girl if you're not attracted to her? Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about, I've had an epiphany today. I've been doing a lot of thinking. I met up with a guy. I used to go to school with this guy. He left school. He left my school in grade 10 in high school, and I met him a few years later out of school. I haven't seen him around much since, maybe once or twice since at the very most. But I remember he told me this. I was unemployed at the time that I met him. And I remember him telling me this. He said, look, don't worry about being unemployed. He said, look, people, there's every role in this life, someone has to fill the role. So, you've got your CEO, someone's got to be a CEO, someone's got to be a prime minister, a president, an Olympic gold medalist, or whatever it is at the time. He says, someone's got to be unemployed. He says, and that role has now been given to you, so you've got to fill the role. He said, look, everyone's got a role to fill, and at this moment, your role is being unemployed. So, someone has to be unemployed, and you fill that role. And I kind of didn't like it, but at the time, reflecting back on it, it made a lot of sense to me that, there's always a role to fill in life. There's always a purpose, a time for things. And, obviously I wasn't unemployed for that long, but at the time he met me, I was unemployed. And those were the wise words he gave me, the sage words. And I took it on board. And I guess he's right that, there has to be, someone has to fill some role, even if it's the most shitty role, the crappiest role you can possibly get. Someone at that time has to fill it. Now, the epiphany I had, I was thinking about that. And the epiphany I had today was, I was thinking about why I was brought into this world. What is my purpose in life? Why did God bring me into this world with the genetics I've got, with the cursed luck with women I've got, with the, all the other problems I've had? I'm comfortable, financially comfortable, but I could be a lot better. At age 46, things don't get much easier to earn much more money, to find a better paying job, to get ahead at 46. It can be very difficult in all realms, not just financial, social, physical, etc., etc. But I came to this epiphany that I was thinking about what my purpose in life is. If I haven't achieved my purpose now, then what exactly is my purpose? And I realized that the reason God may have brought me in this world in the first place is to be a role model, is to actually be a role model to other men, to younger men. And I thought to myself, someone has to fill this role. Someone has to be a role model of what not to be when you get to my age, when you get to your 40s, 50s and beyond, like late 40s, mid-late 40s and beyond. And then I realized that maybe I'm that role model. I'm the role model for young guys of what not to be when you get to my age. And I'm here to share that information as to how I got to this place. And that's probably why God put me on this world, to be a shining example to other guys who are younger than me, what not to be, what not to end up like when you get to my age. And any mistakes you make on the way, you should be teaching these younger guys than you, what got you here. So if my whole purpose in life is to be a role model for the wrong reasons, or for the reasons why you shouldn't as opposed to you should, then that might be my purpose in life. Thank you. And just on a final note, it's been a very lonely Australia day, as I mentioned earlier. I heard a lot of young girls and guys on my street, up and down my street. My windows were open. The building next door to me, there was a couple of guys and a young girl there, and they were having a smoke on the balcony and having a good time. And it's Australia Day, it's a public holiday, and groups of guys and girls, young guys and girls were out. I was never part of this when I was younger, and still today I'm not. And it really hurts me, really eats me inside. But at the end of the day, what can I do, man? This is one life, we've got to live it the best we can, the best we've got. And if I have to be that role model, as I said, for what not to be for younger guys, then guys, you've got me. You've got me as your role model as what not to be. I'll see you in the next one.